Quazi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the only two principles that you need to understand in order to manifest anything that you want in your life. Now, after a long time studying the law of attraction, studying ancient yogic arts, I've come across this principle from a book that was written by this really famous enlightened master known as Patanjali in the book called Yoga Sutras. Now, most people who have studied yoga and have read this book know that Patanjali was exceptionally talented. Like, it is said that he's so talented that even the gods were jealous of him. Like, he was so talented that people actually hypothesized that he wrote the Yoga Sutras, and all of his works that he's done is just a collection of different people. It's not just one person. So they really don't think that one person was able to write such profound works all on his own and know so many languages and know how to play so many instruments and whatnot. He was just a complete genius. So in his book, the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali talks about stuff 1500 years ago, which we're applying still even to this day. And that's why in this video, I'm going to share with you the two most powerful principles that I've personally used in my life in order to manifest whatever it is that I wanted. And again, these are principles, not techniques, and two principles. So bear in mind that it's not going to be just a quick fix to anything. If you just understand principles behind anything, then you can implement techniques of your own. That's the power of principles. Techniques all stem from deeper core principles. You know, principles are like the foundations to a building. Why we do identity shifting and focus on becoming a person before manifesting something is because the identity level shift is like a principle to the law of attraction. And once you do identity level shifting, then techniques, actions, and everything just comes to you. Your reality, you just manifest and it comes to you. So without further delay, let's begin. Before I begin this video, I wanted to announce that I'm giving away a free copy of my book, Life Mastery. And this contains every single one of my energy exercises that I've been doing for the past 3 years, and things that have helped me effortlessly manifest my life, and things that I do to this day. So all the principles that I follow and all the exercises that I do are all included in this book, and this book is on sale for $12 on Amazon. You can go on Amazon and buy it, or you could comment Life Mastery down below for a chance to win this book in the ebook version for free. So just comment Life Mastery down below to enter a chance to win this book. I'll be announcing the winner at the end of the week. So now let's get into the two principles that are going to help. And these two principles are defined as, first of all, abhyasa and vairagya. So these are Sanskrit words, which basically means this. First of all, abhyasa is complete disciplined effort. And this is 100% focus and 100% intention on whatever it is that you're doing. So any single practice that you're doing, and again, keep in mind that Patanjali wrote this for the Yoga Sutras, but it's also a pathway that you can use for success in any field of your life. Anything that you want to manifest, remember the principle of abhyasa, which means complete 100% involvement and disciplined action like a military leader every single day. So abhyasa is the principle of action, disciplined action every single day, consistency, and 100% focus, laser sharp focus on whatever it is that you're doing, and whatever technique or whatever yoga practice, whatever meditation practice, whatever visualizing practice, anything that you do, you have complete 100% involvement in it. And that's the principle of abhyasa. The second principle is the principle of vairagya. What vairagya means is complete unattachment and complete surrender from the goal. And this is just law of attraction 101. Whatever it is you want, you place attention on it, but then you withdraw this attention and let the world give it to you. Then you place a little bit more attention, and then you let the world give it to you. It's like enjoying a practice, enjoying doing something for the sake of doing it, not doing it to manipulate a certain outcome. Most people visualize to get something. They don't enjoy the process of visualizing itself. Do you see the difference? So if I just sat down and visualized my end goal, I visualize it because I enjoy being at my ideal scenario. And when you just sit down and enjoy and connect with the emotions and the feelings of being at your ideal scenario, what you're doing is you're vibrationally connecting to that reality. When you're visualizing to just manipulate that reality and it just becomes emotionless and something feels forced, then it's no longer vibrationally connecting to it. Then it's just a dry routine that it becomes for you. So always think about it as putting attention on something with the intent to become it, become one with that reality. That is what you're doing. You're vibrationally connecting to it. That means you're vibrating at the same frequency as that particular thing. So when you practice Vairagya, when you surrender, you're actually really connecting to that reality, because now there is no heavy feeling of attachment to that particular thing. Patanjali wrote this in the Yoga Sutras because most people would practice yoga in order to get something, and every single day that they would practice this, their yoga, their daily sadhana, the daily practice, the daily meditations, and they wouldn't get results, they would grow increasingly frustrated with the practice. And once you don't enjoy the practice itself, it loses its efficacy and you can't vibrationally connect to that end destination you want to get to. So it's always good to remind yourself of the end destination from time to time, but do it with the mindset of connecting to that reality rather than trying to manipulate it and bring it into existence. It will come of its own accord. And also when you're visualizing, first of all, you enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. Second of all, when you're taking action on the physical plane, you also make sure to enjoy that process of taking action. So if you don't know how to enjoy the process of taking action, I recommend a book called Flow, written by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, which means that whenever you do something, you can always get into a state of flow. And what the flow state is, as many of you may be familiar with that, but the flow state is basically when you get into a state where time just completely stops. And this state is achieved once you have the appropriate amount of challenge and the appropriate amount of skill level that you possess in order to take this challenge. So let's say you were in someone gave you 4th grade math and it's too easy for you to solve, then your skill level is way too high and the challenge is way too low, and now you don't get into flow, you just get disinterested and you get bored. Now let's say someone gives you quantum physics of like postgraduate degree and you don't even know what gibberish is on this page right in front of you. So you're just like, okay, what the hell? I can't solve this. And you're completely disinterested in that because the skill level is too low and the challenge is way too high. So now the skill and challenge are not in alignment with the balance that you need in order to get into flow. So always give yourself the appropriate amount of skill and the appropriate amount of challenge on the action plane. So then you can get into a state of flow. When the challenge is absolutely right and the skill level is absolutely right, then you can effortlessly do something and action doesn't feel like action anymore. You just get completely lost in it and full involvement ensues. So that is how you sort of get into flow and get into enjoying whatever it is that you're doing. And that's a secret technique that I use every single day. And I've been using this for all my life. Even when you're walking to class, you can just use something like this. Just focusing on taking your steps in a particular way. And the crazy thing about this is it makes you more and more conscious as well in living reality. And we know how great consciousness is in allowing us to create our realities the way that we want, because we can become conscious creators of whatever it is that we want. So again, the concept of Vairagya is letting go of the attachment and completely surrendering so that you can connect vibrationally to that ideal reality that you want to manifest. And surrender means to get into a process-oriented mindset where you just completely enjoy the process of doing whatever it is that you're doing. And the only way to get into a process-oriented mindset, well, not the only way, but one of the best ways to get into a process-oriented mindset is to get into a state known as flow. So when you get into a flow state, action becomes effortless and action becomes enjoyable. And, I think Patanjali said this for the Yoga Sutras around 1500 years ago, because once your yoga practices get too easy for you, then you up the challenge. You start to do more cycles. Right now if you're doing 1 cycle of Surya Namaskar, maybe you do 3, maybe you do 4, maybe you do 5, 6, 7, however many it is that you need to do. So sometimes when I find that in my personal life, when I'm getting bored of doing 1 cycle of Surya Kriya, some days I'll do 3. And then when I do 3, the challenge gets a little too much and it takes an hour and a half to do, then sometimes I'll go back down to 1. So whatever challenge is right and needed for you, you only know. Do whatever it is that you need to do in order to get into your state of flow every single day and challenge yourself appropriately so you can keep growing and growing and growing and start enjoying the process. So with that, that's basically the 2 principles that's going to help you manifest anything into your life. If you can just get into a momentum of placing selective action, placing action and intention in a disciplined way, but at the same time you start to enjoy the action, but you kind of withdraw from the attachment to that action towards the final goal, and you practice abhyasa and vairagya, your life will completely transform. And now that I think about it, everything that I've manifested in my life was a result of when I started to forget about it, when I started to forget about the outcome, and I actually engaged in the process itself, the thing just came into reality. Because I've been putting so much action on it, it's been waiting to show up, but I've been resisting it with this attachment. I've not been connecting with that vibrational reality and aligning with it. That's why it didn't show up in reality. And as soon as I started just enjoying the process, lo and behold, it shows up into reality. So with that, those are the two principles that have personally helped me, and also those are the two deepest principles to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. And with that, I hope this video helped. Please leave me a comment in the description below if it did help, because I'd love to know whether my videos are helping you or not. And I love to see messages every single day where people are saying, hey, this really helped me. So just leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll be really, really happy. And at the same time, I'm also growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff. And we actually have a fantastic group with very, very wise members who are sharing great value in there and asking great questions too. So if you want to be a part of that, click on the link in the description below, and I hope I see you there. I remember when I first started off with the law of attraction, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And it would have been really great to have a group like this to share with. So click on the link in the description below to join, and I hope I see you there. I'm sad to announce that the Reality Mastery Program has closed for enrollment. And if you didn't know what the Reality Mastery Program is, it's basically the most powerful program that I offer. And it's based on the most powerful paradigm of manifestation, which is the being paradigm. Most people are focused on the doing paradigm and what they can do in order to manifest a certain result, or they're focused on what they can have in reality. But no one really focuses on becoming, because the ultimate nature of reality is that everything is in a constant state of unfoldment and becoming. Nothing will ever be its ultimate potential. It's always in a state of constant unfoldment and becoming. Once it becomes one thing, then it goes to the next thing. That's the nature of the physical reality. So once you can manipulate this being paradigm in your favor, then anything that you want in your life can be manifested. And that's why I teach this in the Reality Mastery Program. So again, it's closed this month for April enrollment, but if you're interested, it'll be opening up in May again. So hope I see you there. I'll be offering free 1-hour consults to see if you're a right fit for the program. And if you're interested, you should definitely check that out. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hope this helped. Till next time. Peace!